Hi guys, I'm back again for the weekly oracle reading. For those of you who are just tuning into my channel, welcome. I'm Anne, and in this video I'm going to be giving a general love reading focusing on divine counterparts that include soulmates, twin flames, twin rays, and all love relationships that you're connected to. I invite you to stay tuned and watch. I'm sure there's a message for you. Okay guys, I love this time of the year. It's almost Thanksgiving for us in the US, and it's a time for gratitude. You know, always having gratitude, having love. I know a lot of people may not like to celebrate it, but some people do, and I'm one of those people that just like to celebrate gratitude. You know, it's not necessarily a specific holiday, but it's just the energy of gratitude. You know, focusing on something with love and focusing on what my blessings and, you know, the things that I want to have more in my life, you know, more love, more happiness, more of just the best, you know, and that's what I wish for all of you. So, you know, I hope you guys are just doing the same. It's all universal. It's around the world, and you know what? It's a beautiful time for many of us just to embrace, you know, something wonderful, something magical. Okay. The first card that we got for Divine Masculine is the fear. Now, fear is not something that we can erase, but it is an emotion, okay? And I know a lot of people don't like to see the fear card. The fear card invites a lot of things that you think, well, what if this can happen? Guys, this happens to all of us. We all have fear. We all have these emotions, especially with this pandemic, especially with the uncertainty of everything, not just in one area. It ignites a lot. And if you allow it, that's only if you allow it. Fear is a part of us that we have to understand that it brings up awareness too. It's like you have to look at the fear and you have to look at the confident area, and you have to look for something that's in the middle. You know, it's not looking at fear is going to dominate me, because it won't if you allow it, but it's part of a transformation, you know, and Divine Masculine is seeing that. Divine Masculine is transforming. It's creating a better you. When you create a better you, guess what? You feel a lot better about yourself. You feel like you're more confident. You feel like, now I know why I had to go through that. That's what the Divine Masculine, and in your relationship, you're not certain. You're not knowing where this relationship is going. This is something you may be thinking. And like I've always said, this is messages coming from the divine, given to me to give to you, so that we can all use them for our highest good. And this is where you're at right now. So don't look at it as the fear of something, of uncertainty with your relationship bring you down. There could be something more up ahead for you with this person that you're not realizing. And if you don't believe, and if you don't have the faith, you can't do anything. That without faith, it's nothing, you know, and so you have to have that faith. Release it. Divine Masculine, release the pain, release the fear, release the doubt, release anything that is causing you the stress, because you can't make it any better. All you have to do is just, you know, focus on what your heart is saying. And I'm telling you, we've all been there. You know, it doesn't matter where you're at in your life, no matter what your situation is, you know, you have to release it. You have to cry sometimes. You have to just let it go. You have to just say, I've had enough. And you know what? Just let it go. Yeah, you're allowed to cry. Take a deep breath and let it go. Release that anger or that emotional energy, that why, and that feeling of unfairness. Because you know what? Life is not fair, but we can make it fair when we focus on what God has given us, and that's love. He loves us, and you love yourself, and love yourself unconditionally. And I'm not talking about religion, but I'm talking about believing in yourself, believing in the love in the heart that you have, that you feel stronger. That's what builds us up. You know what I mean? We can do this. You have to just keep it up, keep it together. Don't let it pass you. Put the boundaries out. I'm not going to allow myself to be defeated. I'm not going to allow myself to fall apart, because that's easy. I mean, yeah, letting go and saying I give up. You don't give up, because you give up, you know, you can't give up. You have to keep fighting, and you have to keep putting that, you know, you put that boundaries. You know what? I'm not going to let it happen. I'm going to just be myself, and I'm going to be me, because I believe in me. And that's what you have to say to that, you know, that energy that you're reciprocating with that person. You know, when you're talking to them, you have to understand that you can't change nothing, but you can change what you put out there. If you are allowing them to, continuously bring your spirit down or bring your vibration down because you're allowing negative talk or negative words, or you're not sticking up for yourself, they're not going to ever look at you any different because you don't think too much of yourself. I'm not saying this to one particular person. Like I said, these are messages for everybody. So if it doesn't pertain to you, I'm not, I just don't want anybody to get offended, if I'm saying something wrong to them because it's not meant for you, just push it away. But anyways, boundaries is important for sticking up for yourself, no matter what situation you are in any relationship, good or bad. It's important to say, I love myself and I love who I am and I need to focus on that. And I'm not going to let fear-based energies overcome who I believe in myself, and what I believe in, I should say. Because that's where the transformation happens. Divine Feminine, new beginnings. So we see the Divine Masculine going through a lot of releasing and fears and, coming to a close of a new beginning with transformation within inside themselves. But we also see a new beginning with Divine Feminines. This is a little bit different than, the last few readings, because now it's something that's coming through that Divine Feminines are starting over again. And you know what? It's been a lot of stagnant energy with Divine Feminines. And that's why it's important right now to, keep that momentum going. I'm going to start over, new beginnings. 2021 is going to be amazing. I know it's not going to be the same, but it's going to be spectacular, and I'm going to make it that way. And that's what you have to keep saying. That's what I say. Everything in this year may have not went your way. Not any of our ways. But it's all good. It's all part of the transformation that a lot of us is going through. This is part of your soul journey too, Divine Feminines. Your soul journey is telling you, I need to keep pushing. I need to keep pushing forward because something beautiful is going to happen. And if you don't have that inner strength inside of you, those new beginnings can't happen. You can't make it happen if you're not believing in your relationship. If your partner, your husband or wife, or the person you're living with is not going in a direction that you want, and it seems like it's falling apart, or maybe sadly if there's a third party involved, sometimes it's like you have to say things to protect yourself, but it's part of your soul journey. Guys, it's not like everybody has the same situation, so everybody's a little different. I'm getting messages. So the messages that are coming through, it is part of your soul journey. Don't let fear-based energies pull your vibration down, because you're on the path of igniting yourself for a new beginning, a new change, brand new beginning. It's time to surrender. Surrender the fear, surrender whatever is causing you to feel this way. Because you know what? If you don't surrender it, it's never going to happen. It's never going to look better. It's always going to feel like the glass is half empty. And when the glass is half empty, it makes everything feel like it's just going around in circles. You don't know where you're going. You don't know where you're at. You don't know how you're feeling. You just feel like you're pretty much just in a place with uncertainty. And that's why it's time to change that. Divine Feminines, you can see how it's going. Lots of change. Lots of new beginnings. And you know what? Like these cards really match up. Like surrender so that you can see the change. New beginnings as you go on with your soul journey. Divine Masculine, your fear is part of your transformation. And, release to set boundaries. Release the fear, release the negativity, release all that so that you can start over into a new beginning, a new place for yourself. Guys, it's not easy. It's not easy to keep putting this energy out. I can do it. I can do it. Yeah, it's hard to be a cheerleader and, positive 24/7, but this is a time to just release it. If you have to let it go, take something, and, do, like, I like to do vigorous exercise. I do kickboxing. Well, not real kickboxing, but it's like a little program I do online. And you know what? It really helps when you're just, jabbing, punching, like just getting it all out of you, or any type of exercise that you can do. It's raining a lot of times, so we can't really walk outside or take a run or do anything, so we find indoors. And it's hard for me to go to gyms because I have puppies, and I don't go to gym since a year because this pandemic. So you know what? You could always find a way. I always find a way, and that's why you can always find a way. I'm getting scratchy, and I didn't bring no water, so excuse me if my voice is getting a little hoarse. Okay, there we go. I have allergies, so, you know, sometimes that happens. And this is the time of the year. But, sorry. But anyways, you see where it's going. You're in a process of a transformation. It's going to look better. It's time to just not look at things so drastically. Whatever, you know, is out there, it's out there. You know what? 50 years ago, it was the same thing. People said, oh my gosh, look what's happening in the world. 20 years ago, 30 years ago, you know, it's always like that. Seriously. It's like, you're always going to see this 50 years from now, you know, God willing, we're going to be here. I'm going to be here. Everybody's going to be here. You're going to see it. You're going to say, wow. You know, maybe if you remember me, if I remember me, you know, you're going to say, wow, I know what she was talking about. But you know what? That's basically why it's part of the system. So don't take it to heart too strongly, because it is part of what, you know, the universe is created. You know, if you watch like old history shows, like I like to watch Renaissance things, the monarchies, and it seems like, you know, in those old times, they went through something too. You know, France, England, you know, I watch all these little TV shows. I'm not talking about Game of Thrones because that's fiction, but I'm talking about things that relate to history. And you know what? There's a form of it. Maybe if you read in a history book, there's a form of it. You know, my husband, he's from France, and he explains it all to me, and it's pretty much what we're going through. You know, it's not necessarily everything is exact, but it's pretty close. So, you know, just focus on yourself and your immediate family and the people around you, and keep yourself safe. But, you know, you need to get out too. So get out into a park, get out, you know, when it's a nice clear day, get out and do something. If you're in the southern states, you know, in the warmer climate, you can get out anytime. But me, I'm in Ohio. So yeah, we have to wait for a couple of nice days. And we do, we have them. So anyways, I hope that this reading resonated with you. There was a lot of important messages that came through that, you know, I wasn't expecting, and maybe you weren't expecting, but you know what? They were for your highest good. If you'd like to get your own personalized reading, I do offer phone, chat, and email readings, and the links are down below in the description area. Also, check out my blogs. I have several blog articles with basically talking about Q&A with soulmates, twin flames, divine counterparts, whatever you're going through. And basically, if you have any questions, please post them in the comments area. Reach out to me through social media. Guys, I try my best to get to everybody. I really do. I thank you all for commenting, liking, sharing, reposting, and you know, just reaching out to me. It's just wonderful. I love this. I love this, you know, this clique. You guys are all like amazing, and you guys are like just like everything to me, and that's why I make these videos. I make sure to get posts out every day. If you're not following me on social media, I hope you can. If not, no worries. I'm just enjoying doing this for you guys because it's a positive energy exchange, and you know what, I do it because I'm guided to. I just want to help the greater good in any way I can and help you find your path, you know. So if you're first time watching this, or I've been watching since I started, like almost 4 years ago, I think. Yeah, something like that. That's how long. And, you know, it's just, time just goes by and I love it. I get all like excited every week. So until next time, God be with you all. Namaste.